Checkers, Wreckers, and more. Coming to you live.
Now your host, Paul and Chad.
So I prematurely hit the intro.
Soccer.
Oh my God.
It's going to be a great show, dude.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to get this prepped. The countdown's going. And I click in. And I'm like, oh, well, we were about 14 seconds. So we're good.
It's all good.
What's going on? Facebook, YouTube, America.
All right. Side note. Preface, Chad has not had much sleep. He is somewhat delirious. So bear with us tonight. But at least we're not battling Mother Nature tonight. We're back to normal. We're on internet. We're on Wi-Fi. That's great. Also,
I am at McDonald's, though.
Oh, nice. We're moving up in the world. Shout out Tom. First comment of the day. Chad's face in his hands. Yeah. What up, Bubba? Yeah, guys, comment on here so we know who's watching. Because I don't know if Chad can see. I can. I just see we have the views.
I'm good.
So
I'm good.
Good to cheers, everybody. Happy Labor Day.
Yes. Happy Labor Day to everyone. Real quick,
Denise,
just make sure you guys, we have a website I've talked about before. Just go check out the website, www.checkerswreckersandmore.com. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Oh God, what are we? Oh, you're talking.
I'm saying hey to everybody.
Oh, hi.
Toby.
And just do us a huge favor and just share, man. Just everyone share our page, share our videos. Let's get some. Oh boy,
time on the field. Two things real quick. Reed's here. Happy birthday, Mom. Love you.
Happy birthday, Mama Bear.
Yep. So love all the love we had on Facebook for today. So that's awesome. And then Alicia's on here. Not your Alicia, Jimmy's Alicia. Tell us about your first beer, Alicia. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Oh Jesus. Oh my goodness. So I mean, how was your weekend? How was your weekend?
It was good. Obviously spent Friday at Kalamazoo Speedway. Jimmy wrapped up. Well, we'll talk about Jimmy later. He's our guest of honor tonight. But had a damn good time with everybody as always. Just a fun night. Weather cooperated nicely. Yeah, just a fun weekend. Minimal bullshit. Didn't work too hard. Didn't have to slave on race cars myself, which was really nice. So it was nice to have a little bit of time off. So tell me about yours. I know you have you even been home yet?
Yes.
Oh,
I've
nice.
been home and I actually took an hour nap to try to recuperate. No, I missed the races Friday. It was hard for me to miss it, but I had a really good time with family. Went up to Irons, Michigan, Big Bass Lake, and I kind of just spent the weekend relaxing, catching up with family, and just having a good old time, man.
I love when you finally got back into service. I'm pretty sure the Snapchats you sent me were from Friday, which was hilarious. I had a good time on that. So.
We were off the grid. As a kid, it's been 15 years since I've been up there, and I didn't have I think I had a cell phone, but I mean, growing up, you just didn't play with your cell phone when you're up there. But man, we got to the campsite, and there was no service. Like my phone didn't even have 1X, like old school. It was blank, nothing.
Nice.
The only place you had service is if you went to the campground and you maybe had a little bit to do something. I just put my phone up, I took pictures, put it away, and I said, I'll deal with this when I get back from vacation. So It was good.
All right. Compressed.
Real quick, Auntie Kelly says, hi, Brantley and Sophie. So you guys want to peek in and say hi real quick? Wave. Just say hi.
Hi.
Wave hi. There you go. All right. I had a cameo going on here.
Yep.
So yeah.
Now
so
they get to cut all the winnings.
So it was a good weekend for me, though. So, I mean, it was kind of, I missed racing, but I didn't. You know, I hate to say that. So, but it was a good time. I needed it.
Yep. For sure. For sure.
So, yeah, let's just jump right in, man. Let's talk about what happened this weekend.
Lots to talk about. Kalamazoo Speedway obviously was the place to be Friday night. Shout out to our guys at Top Row Video. Man, we missed you. We missed you on Friday. It was weird not seeing you and busting each other's nuts and everything like that. But you guys, great work all weekend. Saw the stuff coming out of Plymouth was phenomenal. Helped me kind of catch up what was going on. So big shout out to those guys. But we'll start in the Zoo Stock B mains at Kalamazoo Speedway. Ed Clausen picked up the victory there. So good job there, buddy. And then the Zoo Stock A, that was a hell of a crazy race. I think the last 3 laps by the time we got back up there after our whole ordeal with Jimmy, but we'll go over that later. But the Master of Faster, Jeff Bozell, took home the victory. So it was cool to see him back in victory lane. Good guy. And Logan Mead ended up getting caught in the same wreck we did with Jimmy, but nonetheless still got the championship. So well done, boys. It was good to see everything work out as it should. Then the Outlaw front wheel drive, honestly, probably the racing of the night. I've said that a couple times this year. Will Slaughter and Matt Elsey Jr., again, epic battle around that racetrack. Elsey Jr. came out on top in the feature, took the checkers there, but Will Slaughter had enough points. I think the ending was like 8-point difference, somewhere around there, 8-10.
Wow.
Got the championship. So well done to both of you guys. The cleanest racing probably all season was between you two. So that was really cool to see. And then Street Stocks, Ricky M.F. Leduc took home the feature win, took home the championship, continued his domination, dude. Proud of you, bud. It was a hell of a season you had. Everybody working on that car. It was good to see in victory lane a bunch of times and then get the big trophy at the end of the year. So good job, guys. Then the template late miles was a heck of a race. Billy Shannon, Kenny Head going for the championship there. Kenny was our guest last week. Jared Blanchard actually took home the victory in the feature, which was really cool. Held him off, which, yeah, I think it was his first template late model win. What's up, Mark? Be on there. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, Jared held him off and really didn't have much challenge of it. So great job to see him, see somebody new in victory lane. That's always awesome. And then Billy Shannon ended up getting the championship out of that deal. Which it sucks when you have 2 really great guys like that, Kenny and Billy both battling for it. Billy took it home this year, but I saw Kenny was one of the first ones to congratulate him. So great sportsmanship across the board, and just an overall really fun night. Yeah, it was a good time. We'll head over to Berlin and talk to Chad now.
Yeah, so Berlin, we had our 4-cylinder feature 1 was Corey Holtzlander. Popular name on our list every week. 4-cylinders feature 2. Yep, go ahead.
Did you see the footage of that race with him and his cousin? Man,
but I had zero service.
That's true. Go to Berlin's Facebook page. I think they were the ones that posted the battle with the cousins. It was great racing. Pretty excellent victory lane interview as well. So worth 30 seconds.
Oh snap! I'll have to do that when I got. Feature 2 was Case Roll-Offs, another one that's on the usual list of winnings over there. Super Late's feature 1, Andrew Schneld. We're doing this already. Andrew S. Feature 2, Evan Shotko, another guy we talked about quite a few times this year. Limited Lates, feature 1, Nick DeLongpre. Then feature 2, one only Tim DeVos. The VROA was also there, and the one only Dave Sensiba picked up the VROA win on that one. So
I love still seeing that name.
Dude, I'm telling you, because I watched him growing up, and I think I talked about this when you interviewed me. That's one of the guys, and
yep.
It's amazing that these guys are still racing, which is great. It's awesome to see them especially in Victory Lane, it's
Yeah.
even better. So
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
So what? Before, since I'm not able to watch the video, and we got a couple minutes here. What happened with the cousins?
So it to me, and not knowing a whole lot of backstory because regretfully I've not been to Berlin this year. It looked like hard racing. In the interview, didn't quite sound like it was taken as hard racing. There was a lot of contact. Don't get me wrong, but he held them off almost. I mean, they were both sideways at one point, about 45-degree angle coming out of 4. But it was fun to watch as a fan. You can't ask for much more. So,
Right. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, yeah, our races this weekend. I mean, I didn't want to pull up the Galesburg. They had their night destruction in there. Run what you brung. I wanted to keep it to like our normal Friday and Saturday night races. So we only had 2 this week.
Yeah.
Well, last week. So I guess, I mean, I believe we got our guest sitting in our dungeon over there.
Hold on. Do we have the bleep button ready for Jimmy coming on?
Oh, I forgot to do that. Hold on.
That's
I got
cool.
a whistle. I got a whistle for football. We'll just blow the whistle when he's naughty and whoa, take it back.
Yep.
So all right, we're gonna pull. We're gonna pull Hambone on here. Oh, did I just kick him from the studio?
Oh, the master faster himself is on board. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jeez,
Pete.
This stream gets uglier and uglier every time.
Thank you. I'll keep it FCC appropriate tonight, fellas. I promise.
Man.
So how you doing, man?
Awesome, man. Enjoying a nice long 3-day weekend, man. Went and played a lot of golf. Ribs are still a little sore, so that didn't go as planned, but just a good time, man.
Well, I guess let's head right there. Why are those ribs sore?
We just happened to get into a little bit on coming out of 4. I thought I was clear to take the line, and car coming out of the corner got into me, got me sideways on the front stretch, and unfortunately, my cousin Logan, actually points leader, man, that killed me when I turned to see that's who hit me. Pretty hard impact into the side, but a lot to say about what happened there. I pulled in the pits, and if you don't mind me going into this a little bit here.
We got all night.
Cool. So I pulled into the pits, and Tim Gale was first one at my window, and he says, that all I hear is, I'm sorry. That was Gunner. I'm sorry. Easy, man. It's just, it happens, and huge testament to who he is as a competitor. And his son, a little bit later on, I didn't actually see him come into the stands. He came up and he apologized to me personally. That takes a lot for a kid to walk up to a grown man who knows that he's not the happiest about things, and say, I'm sorry. And then it goes a little further to, I got a text message later in the night from them saying, hey, I want to pay for the parts to fix it. And, I'm not about that. I appreciate the offer. That means a lot. We'll get her fixed up, and we'll have her ready for Super Shoe tune-up, but huge props to them for, it takes a lot to own something like that, man. And that showed a lot,
Yep. Especially you hit it on the head. Cause I was sitting next to you when he came up there, that there are grown men that won't even admit that something went wrong and it was their fault. So, I was proud of that kid. Great family.
Yeah,
keep definitely up raising him right. So mad props to that family.
For sure.
So unfortunately, I missed it.
We did get back out there. That was cool to see too, man. I don't even know how many people were over there. There was tires coming from all over the place. people laying under cars when they shouldn't be laying under cars, and you know, I was just told it's going to be loose, and we went back out there, and my thoughts were it's already broke, so we're going. And then the party poopers had to get involved and throw a black flag, but we gave them hell, man, and that's all we can do, and we had a good time doing it.
Yep. But on that note, man, third in points overall and rookie of the year. So you did what you had to do. It was a hell of a good season. So
it's still surreal, man. It's still surreal. I didn't even think I'd be anything close to this year.
Man, I'm excited. So now that we've digressed, hardcore off the questions.
Hold on, real quick.
This is the
missed
part
it.
that scares me.
I missed the wreck, but I am really glad that you carried the tradition of the right rear wheel and knuckle getting destroyed.
I have replaced that thing when it was your car. I did 3 or 4 times, 2 or 3 times now since it's been mine. Yeah, that poor right side and that front end have seen some things.
The car's been through
There's
a
a
lot.
bullseye on that right rear.
Dude, I mean, we might just turn the right rear wheel into a bullseye.
Why not?
What does it hurt at this point?
Right. I mean, we can grade the scores from there.
Oh my goodness. We'll pick people in the stands and let them hold those cards up like a 10, a 9,
Absolutely.
a 5.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
As long as they join us after the races for a few beverages.
Wait, that happens?
I don't know.
It seems so.
No, we are good kids and we load up and we leave right away.
Yeah.
You're right.
We got bad to get to, so.
We're terrible liars, guys.
We are. Everyone knows.
So I'm going to jump right in with a couple of questions. We'll kind of piggyback off each other here, Paul, because I know you've got quite a few questions. I've got quite a few questions, and we got a few trick questions in there. Jimmy's nervous. It's perfect. This is what it's about right here. And
here we go.
Alicia says she remembers her first beer. So, on that note, I'm just going to jump right in. Why do you race?
Honestly, you, man, you got me into it. When I was a kid, we used to go to the racetracks all the time, and you got into it, and I had seen that, and I'm like, oh, sweet, and I'm like, I think I can help you make your car better, and let me work on it for you. So we kind of got into it at that, and you kept telling me, come out to the track, and I was like, no, man, but let me know if you need anything. And then you finally got me out to the track, and as soon as all those memories hit at once, man, and the racing fuel, the rubber, just all the good times at the track, and I'm like, I'm hooked instantly. The competition of it, I mean, you can put anybody in a fast car. It doesn't mean they're going to do well, like I want to try, I want to give it my best shot. And so that's why I got into it, man, for sure.
Appreciate that. I was, Paul and I talked about this before. It was kind of like a domino effect. Paul got me into it, and I wanted to do my part and get somebody into it, and I'm glad that I was able to do that for you. So
I'm here for it, man. It's been a blast so far.
All right. So the rule of this, no emotional BS stuff today. You're like, because I got some dust in my eyes.
I did. You asked the question, I answered
it. Man.
So I'm gonna let Paul go real quick because this one doesn't lead in very well. So go ahead, Paul.
All right. So you got a rookie season this year. Why number 6?
So for everybody that knows me knows I have a big sense of humor, you know, and I'm a jokester. And I had a buddy ask me, so what number are you going to be? Probably 69. And I said, dude, I have way more class than that. Anybody that knows me knows my number is 7. That's what I had planned on putting on the car. 7 is always my number for everything. So I had to make a joke about it. So I put 6 with underneath wanna be the 9. That was how the number 6 came about.
That's awesome. I thought we were going to talk about Mark Martin, but here we are. So
Yeah, I mean, jeez.
I wish I had a better story, man. But
no, that's way better story.
That's seriously how it came about, man. It's been a joke, and you know, I mean, it's been a hit. It's been a hit for sure.
Hell yeah! All right, Chad, that kind of leads you into it.
Yeah, kind of. After Friday night, I pretty much know this answer, but what's your biggest accomplishment in racing?
I think my biggest accomplishment this year, and it might not be what everybody thinks. Like it's not my win. It's just earning respect out there, man. You know, I came into my first year and I didn't want to be a loose cannon out there at all. You know, I know how much work goes into all this. You know, I mean, fixing my car myself and paying for the parts, and it's no fun to have to work on your car every week. So that's the biggest accomplishment for me this year, is knowing that I made it through the year. I earned respect out there, and we put up a good fight doing it.
Dude, I love that answer. I was actually going to touch on this later on, but this is a good segue. The Jimmy Hammann that started the 2022 season is not the Jimmy Hammann that ended it. And I mean that in the best way possible. Chad and I were just catching up for a few seconds right before this thing. And we were talking about Friday, and I'm like, that's the most relaxed I've seen Jimmy. Even with the shit that went on, nobody lost their cool. It was like, hey, can we get back out there? What can we get done? And then just the way you have handled yourself, especially this last month and a half, with a lot of adversity thrown your way, dude, mad props. You learned the game and you learned it quick, and that's hats off to you, bud.
I appreciate that. Dude, we had a rough go for a while, you know. I mean, it started as part failure, and it was racing at this man, racing, you know. And I mean, shit happens when you're trying hard, man.
Yep.
You know, and you got to go out there and give it your all for sure. So,
for sure.
So, before you go any further, my next question is this. Why Twisted Tea?
Yeah, let's go. I really don't have an answer, man. It was a while ago. I tried them. I liked them. That's kind of it. And it's kind of become a signature, and it's kind of funny, you know. I mean, it's just, people joke about my lady beers, but they're delicious, and I like them.
Hey, you may say lady beers, but I've never seen someone shotgun a Twisted Tea as quick as you. So
we all have
not at all.
Talents, man.
Not that we party after the races or anything.
Yeah.
No.
We're responsible adults here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Paul, go ahead for a couple.
All right. So this kind of goes back to what Chad touched on with your biggest accomplishment. What's just your best memory that you've had through this season? Like something that stands out as just like, damn, that was a good time.
Don't answer that yet. PG. Keep it PG.
Oh, yeah, PG.
I didn't even. All right.
I didn't even think about that.
Man, there's there's a couple things. I think my first race of the year, I made the A feature, started at the front, and I wound up holding them off and taking third. And just to come in and, I mean, it was a sense of relief. It was, okay, I can do this. And just to, I mean, getting out of the car at that moment, you guys were stoked for me. It was super cool. That definitely stands out among a couple others, but I'd have to say that the first race of the year was something that I kind of built this year on, for sure.
It's a good answer.
And we definitely didn't party afterwards.
Not at all.
No,
Not at all. I mean, there wasn't like
I'd actually never had
a
alcohol.
lot of cans in my car.
Same.
All right, moving on.
I was thinking
Awkward silence.
Guess I didn't know if we want to call you out or no. Just kidding. What's your biggest struggles this year?
Biggest struggle is my own head, man. You know, you get into a couple weeks in a row like I had there where it just, I didn't even care if we made the B feature, if we could just finish. You know, it just kind of felt like I kept getting kicked while I was down. And we wound up coming out after 2 bad weeks, and we won our heat race and our feature that night. And it was just a huge sense of relief because, you know, I mean, you get to a point, it's demoralizing, man. Like, it's just like, you know, I know we can do this. I know we're there. I know we got what it takes. And you just, there's nothing you can do about things that you are not in control of on the track. You know, I mean, you the only thing you can do is wheel your way out of the way if there's an out of the way.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good you're learning that now as opposed to some guys that have been racing a long time that still don't realize something. Some nights it's just not your night, and you just gotta pack up with what you can and go home and enjoy a cold beer. So, good job, bud.
For sure.
For
sure.
sure.
What's that top row popped up?
Yeah, that's actually one of my questions to ask. So I say we jump right into that one because it's a great question.
Yeah, I'm just playing the character from Home Improvement where you can only see my eyes.
Wilson.
Wilson, yes. Then we can peekaboo. All right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and read it, Paul. I'll let you read. Oh boy, I'm getting stuff. Oh gosh.
So what advice do you give to someone who was in your shoes last year, who's been in the stands, maybe in the pits, and is like, "Hey, I want to give this a shot." What's the biggest piece of advice you could give them?
Be ready to work, because it's long nights. You know, I'm a procrastinator, so that doesn't help. You know, I'll wait till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to, you know, but I mean, you know, and it's not easy because while you're out there working, there's people that are stepping up and they're helping you out, and it's you become part of this family. So it's not just long nights on your car. You know, you go and you return that favor to whoever helped you out that night. You know, it's just it's an awesome experience, but just be ready to work for sure.
That's probably the best advice.
Yep.
Because a lot of these guys that come into this, and I was the exact same way. I didn't think there was any work into this. You just go off the race and hey, I'm going to have a good time. No.
For sure.
No.
Yeah.
And luckily, I mean, Alicia's writing something, so you're going to have to wait a second.
Oh, boy. Please, no. Can we just skip that?
Real quick while we got a second. You need a shotgun of beer for everyone just to kind of show your other hidden talent.
Oh my God! All right. Well, if I said I wasn't prepared for this, I'd be lying.
Don't be an asshole. It makes a comeback. I love it. Hey, that's still hanging in my trailer. So it's good advice to anyone.
So here's
All right,
Jimmy Hambone Hammond's hidden talent here.
He'll be on America's Got Talent with this next year.
I thought he'd be ready for this. I didn't know we had to wait.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, hey, all right. We won't talk about that. We'll keep PG. Netflix and chill?
my daughter's here, bro. All right. FCC didn't say anything about that, did they? All right, here we go. Count me down.
3,
Hold on.
2, 1, hit it.
Now, that
Yep.
impressive.
Yeah. Especially standing on the roof of a car doing that. Mad props.
I did see the picture of that.
Yep.
I only did that twice.
Yes.
Three times. Three times. I was just informed.
We don't party though.
On Friday? I must have gone home already at that point.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. Moving on.
Real
All
quick. When you're strapping into the car before a feature, what is going through your head?
First thing is, and I kind of always go through the same thing when I get in the car. First things first is I ask for all of us on the track to get off the track safely. You know, that's huge to me. You know, I'm going to give them hell all the way up until the end, but that's number one at the end of the day. And then from there on out, it is, you know, it's F and sender, bud. You know, just go. This isn't a sport where you can be timid or afraid. Sometimes you got to stick your nose in there and go. You know, and you know, when you start to get timid, I think that's when mistakes are made. You know, I've been a victim of that myself. You know, instead of, you know, taking a line that I think I didn't, I wound up in, you know, another mess. It's just racing. But and then, you know, I just hope for the best. That's all you can do, man. You know, I mean, that's it. Just let's get through this. Let's get this done, and you know, hopefully we come out on top. We got a good car. We got a good crew. You know, and I'm gonna drive until the wheels fall off.
Literally.
I tried Friday. I tried. Like I said, those party poopers.
Yeah. Oh man. So
yeah, go ahead, Paul. Get a couple in there.
What would you say is your biggest lesson you learned this year?
Patience for the sport. Patience for the sport. Little plug there. I like it.
Toby asked if I ran out of Miller Lite, so I just had to share. I came prepared.
I'm a very, very, very competitive person, and I put everything I've got into everything I do, and it doesn't come as quick as you want it. You know, like I didn't have anywhere near rookie of the year expectations or anything like that, man. It was you know, let's just come out here and have fun and try to compete in every race if we can.
Yeah.
And I got lucky the first night. I started out front. You know, I was able to drive the car. You know, but had no clue what I was doing. I just not going to wreck anybody. And then, you know, it's one of those things where you get caught in the pack, and, you know, if we only had 5 more laps, and if we only had 5 more laps, and if, you know, I said that 3 or 4 times this year, but you just got to be patient. And that was huge to learn to me, you know, because I'm giving it my everything. I want it now, and that's not how it comes. There's a huge learning curve.
Patience is hard, especially when you only got 20 laps to do it in. So
yeah, for sure.
Exactly. I agree. Yeah. Go ahead and hit another one, Paul.
All right. What's 2023 looking like for you?
So we've got some plans. I don't think they're going to happen for 2023, but I'm starting to build something to see if we can move up a little bit. 2023, we're going to try and you know, make the car look respectable again, and put it back together and go out there. And I kind of want to race at some other tracks next year. Yep. You know, the points racing thing is awesome, and you know, I think this is just the beginning for me as far as you know, racing. You know, it's something, it's developed into a huge passion for me, and so I want to hit some different tracks next year. We'll still be in the front wheel drive. We'll, you know, and as far as anything bigger than that, we'll probably have to wait 1 more year.
It's fair. I'm excited for 2023. That should be a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, I got one more, Chad, because it kind of follows into that one. So you said you might hit some other tracks. What's a track you want to hit? Like, what's on your racing bucket list?
So I'd really like to do what?
I realized I copied one of Chad's questions, so that's my bad.
Oh,
you're good.
I'd really like to do Berlin, just because of the reputation of that track. But South Bend is on there, and this might sound funny, but really any track without an inside wall. I've never raced on a track without an inside wall, and that looks intense. You know, so that I guess that's kind of it. You know, I'm just getting my feet wet here and looking to have a good time and take it other places too, man.
Nice, well done.
For sure. We need to spread the love a little bit, man. Yeah. Show these guys how to have some fun.
That we do.
So, what do you think could help short track racing get back to its prime?
Man, I don't know how to say this.
Just say it. However you feel, just say it.
Just so the drama needs to go away. You know, at the end of the day, we're all out there for the same damn reason, and that's because we love it. We're out there to have fun. And there's so much drama, there's so much backlash to the owners of these tracks. You know, you're doing it wrong, and you know, just stop. Enjoy it for what it is, you know. And if you've got a passion for it, then do something about it. Go out to the local track on the weekend and go spend $10-15 on your grandstand pass and buy a hot dog and buy a burger and support them, man. Because at the end of the day, that's all that's going to make it better. You know, it's not us sitting here talking about it and you know, throwing around these ideas. We all got to be about it. And I want to do my part in that. And like I said, I want to get to some other tracks next year, and show some love that way too, and have a little bit of fun.
Amen to that.
I like it.
That's a good answer.
Yep, I definitely like that. So I have two more. Well, I have one question, but there's a question that leads into this question to determine what question I ask.
Oh God.
Jimmy, heads or tails?
Tails never fails, man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm still going to ask the question. No, it's not a bad question. It's kind of serious. So when people hear the name Jimmy Hammann, what do you hope that they think when they hear your name?
Fun. I want them to think, hey, that's the guy that comes out here and has fun. That's the guy who comes out here, no matter what, win, lose, or draw, we're having a good time. I really take pride in trying to, stop and take a thought about other people, man. And, it's, man, you're a dick. It's it means a lot to me to make sure other people think that that I'm here to help you, not hurt you.
Yep.
That's kind of in a nutshell who I am.
Yeah, Toby got this right. We said no emotional BS, so
yeah.
Good job on that. You owe me
I called this. I knew this was going to happen.
So, Paul, go ahead and finish them off.
All right, my final question to anybody we've had on this show: unlimited money, unlimited time, resources, the whole shebang. What would you race?
Well, first things first, unlimited money. We already had a discussion in our group chat about this when that Powerball was huge. And first thing I would do first thing that would happen is you guys would quit your job. And I believe I said, all we'll do is cool race car shit all the time. I think that's how that went. Dude, and I mean, given that I could do it and compete in it, I would stay in the short tracks, man. I mean, sure, NASCAR, it's got all that glory, but it's like I guess the best way to explain it's the difference between NFL and college football. NFL, they're playing for a contract. NASCAR, they're driving for the contract. Them short track racers and those college football players, they're playing because they love the sport.
Yep.
And that's where I'm at with it, man. Just the camaraderie, and to kind of fall back onto a previous question you asked me about the coolest moments of the year for me. The night I won a feature celebrating in Victory Lane with you guys was, I mean, that was off the charts. But the coolest thing to me was when I went to get out of the car and I'm unbuckling and getting my helmet off, and I look over and there's 4 or 5 guys lined up to give me props, man. And that was a huge moment to me.
Yep.
Is just seeing that, I mean, because all year long, I've fought and I've dug and I've tried to keep it clean, and just back to that respect thing, and that was cool.
Yep. Amen to that.
I'm going to ask Top Row's question because it's actually a really good question. So Top Row is asking, we hear often, we overhear fans in the stands that they'd rather watch late models than a front wheel drive. what would be one of your selling points for why the front wheel drive are must see? Because for many tracks, the front wheel drive class keeps the gates open.
I think there's more passion that goes into the front wheel drive class than the outlaw class. You know, the outlaw class, a lot of these guys have the money, if you will, to go out there and fix their car. You know, they won't drive into a corner hard because they're afraid of wrecking their car. These front wheel drive classes, they come out there and they put it all on the line, and that might be the last time you see them at the track for the year because they can't afford to fix their car. And honest to God, that's just being real, man. And that that shows a lot more passion. You know, there's going to be more action in the front wheel drive class. You know, people aren't afraid to bump and bang a little bit. You know, it. And in my opinion, you know, every week is a crapshoot. I'll tell you from the driver's seat. You know, we last week we had a terrible car for the heat and qualifying, and we made some toe adjustments. And when we got into the feature, I'm like, "Oh man, we come through 3 and 4 on the inside," and I said, "We got a car. We got a car. Here we go," you know, and then roll the dice and. We crapped out. So it's, you know, you never know what's going to happen in a front wheel drive class. You know, outlaw class, you're going to watch 10 to 20 cars do circles for 50 laps and, you know, maybe get some nice side by side racing here and there. You know, I mean, it definitely takes some skill to do that, skills that I know I don't have, hopefully in the future, but, you know, not saying that it's easy, but, it just, you know, there's some wild things that happen on that track when you're in a front wheel drive. I guess we'll put it that way.
Amen.
All right. Yeah. All right, Paul, you got anything else for him?
No, you answered mine, my man.
Yep. Yeah. Well, Jimmy, glad we finally got you on the show. We were kind of waiting a little bit. We wanted to see. We didn't want to. Him and I talked a little bit about getting you on the show. And we're like, no, we're gonna wait because we don't want him to think about this show when he needs to be thinking about what he was doing on that track. So,
yep.
No, it's been awesome, man.
So
It's
no,
been
we
awesome.
appreciate
I
you.
tell you what, this went off a lot better than I thought it was. You know, like I said, I was scared because y'all got a lot of dirt on me. I thought it was going to go sideways real fast.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't know if I had enough twisted teas for the show.
Actually, followed up before you head out of here, Jimmy. Thank your sponsors. Thanks. Give thanks to everybody that got you there this season.
We're putting them on spot again.
I know.
No, I am super glad you brought this up, man, because I owe an apology to a couple of my sponsors. Victory Lane, first feature win. I drew a blank. I was Ricky Bobby, dude. I was standing there like I'm not sure what to do with my hands. I was just so excited. I had to look at my car to even see any of my sponsors. I owe a huge shout out to Smoke Down Barbecue. Their catering business out of Portage, Michigan. They're awesome. Check them out. All your catering needs. They hit up food truck rallies. Check them out. And then also Jeff Bozell, Eagle Auto Parts. Jeff hooked me up with quite a few tires this year until I figured out how to drive the car and stopped destroying those tires. A huge shout out to him and son Colin for the tips this year. It's super appreciated. 131 Auto Care at my shop. Those guys are awesome. We're awesome. You need anything taken care of on your vehicle, come see us. We'll take care of you. Fly In Restaurant. little hidden hole in the wall at the airport in Plainwell. You want an awesome breakfast for a good price, go check them out. Then we got Paul Jakovic Performance, PJP in the house.
Cheers to that.
All the support this year from you guys has been phenomenal, man. And I wouldn't be here without your guys' support. Without like I made a post earlier in the week. Those pep talks when things are going bad, keeping me grounded when things were going well. You guys just you taught me a lot this year, and cheers, boys. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
It was a fun season, a real fun season.
Yeah. Bam's Creations. She made some shirts for me this year. Shout out to them for helping out there. That was super cool. So, so I've made it through this show now without getting emotional. I figured Chad was gonna do his damnedest to get me to that point. So,
no, because I've been in your shoes just a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, I won't do it because I wouldn't want it done to me.
I knew you thought about it, though. I told like 8 people I was already mad at you before the show even started.
Good. I got you.
Oh,
all right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you, everything you do for both of us. We definitely appreciate that, and been a great addition, man. So,
heck yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me, guys, and have a good week. And we'll see everybody Saturday with a little guest surprise in the Six Machine.
Heck yeah.
Do people?
I don't know if it's been announced yet. Do you want to break the news, Jimmy?
Let's throw it out. Let's throw it out there right now. We're wrenching on the Six Machine, and she's going to be ready to rock. And Chad Vandenberg himself is going to be rocking it out front wheel drive class to see what he's got.
I mean, I appreciate. I mean, I told you this before. It's going to be nice to get back in her.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Paul,
I'm more excited than you are.
You got something up
people
like
don't
that.
know. Jimmy is racing my old car, and that was my girl for a year and a half. COVID. That's why I said half a year with COVID. But I'll be happy to get back in her. And I know you've put a lot of work into her, so it should be a fun time. And you told me
you're gonna have a blast, man, and I can't wait to be there for her, brother. You deserve it. You've had a rough year, dude. I'm happy to do it.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
So what,
guys,
I appreciate.
Take me out of here. I want to watch Paul's final thoughts here.
Oh shit! How do I kick him out?
Bye, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Hey,
See you guys.
Actually,
love you, buddy.
For having
what
me.
I can do? Hold on.
Love you, mean it.
I think what I can do. Is
What am I holding on to?
I'm gonna. No, I don't want to. No, see, I can't. You're just staying on. So
Finish
enjoy
up the
the
show.
ride.
Let's do it.
Just finish
do
out
it.
with us. You know what? Screw that. We're gonna have fun. So real quick, Paul. Let's talk about the races that are coming up.
All right. You go first.
All right, whatever. I'll do it. I don't care. Corrigan Oil. Oh, you don't want to talk about Corrigan. I get you. Night of Destruction number 2. We've talked about this before. Corrigan has got it going on. They know how to bring the fans into the stands. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Look at me. School bus figure 8, push car race, 8-cylinder flagpole race, figure 8 trailer race, road rage race, 4 and 6-cylinder flagpole race. They got it going on. If you got a chance, go see them, man. Night Destructions are fun, and I would like to just go out there one day, and I'd like to watch one of their Night Destructions. So, Kalamazoo Speedway, I guess I'll just talk about that, and I'll let Paul finish the other. But Kalamazoo Speedway, Super Shoe tune-up for all classes with Super Shoe rules with yours truly, moi.
That's why I wanted you to do this.
I figured. Do you want to do Berlin or do you want me to just do it?
Yeah, just roll with it.
I guess we're rolling with it, Berlin
Send her,
Raceway
bud.
is Mini Wedge Championship. That is on Friday night. Then you got Chet Championship on Saturday night. Super late models, limited lates, sportsmans, and 4-cylinders. Best thing about Berlin is they're starting to get the hang of it too. First responders, police, fire, and EMS are free. So shout out to that. It's great when they do that stuff. And Jimmy is chugging it, and I'm loving it.
Well, the show's wrapping up.
It's the last one.
Yeah, the show is
It's
wrapping
the
up.
last one. It's a school night.
So what we're going to do, y'all been waiting for it. The favorite time of the day. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. My final thoughts are rather simple this week. We're in September. Enjoy September. This is my favorite month of racing, to be honest with you. The temps get a little bit cooler. The cars get a lot faster. The tops come off, both on and off the racetrack. It is the best month of racing, especially at Kalamazoo Speedway. Get out to the tracks. Super Shoe Tune-Up, like we've been talking about all night, is this Saturday at Kalamazoo Speedway. It's a good time. I ran that race last year, and it was some of the most fun I've ever had in a race car because there's no bullshit going on. It's show up and race. Michigan Cup's coming up in a couple weeks, and then we're going to start shoveling snow. So get out there, take it in these next few weeks. Enjoy a few more beverages, stay a little bit longer with everybody at the racetrack, take some more photos, and just enjoy the atmosphere. We've talked about this a lot this year. We don't know how long this thing is going to be going on. There's a lot working against us right now as a sport. And that was my prerogative for what we did this year, is to just go out there, have a shit ton of fun, and enjoy every second we're out there. So go out, come on out this Saturday. Find the PJP experience. If we started calling it in turns 1 and 2, you will have a guaranteed good time. But just get out to some track. What is this? Hartford has a night of destruction this Saturday on dirt as well. There's lots of options. But soon, in 5 episodes, we're going to be talking about a lack of racing and how bored we are. So go out there, support the sport, support the people that support this sport. We talk about that a lot too. There's a lot of sponsors that go into putting on these events and putting on the races each week on the track. Support them. They can't get anywhere without us. We can't get anywhere without them. And with that, Alicia's kind of throwing Chad under the bus. So, Chad, I'm going to throw it to you. What's an update on that 32 machine?
Yeah, she's got the dirty look, and she's sitting right next to me. So 32 machine's ready to roll. 131 out here.
Damn straight it is.
It's ready. I could race it. I made a personal decision to not race it. I couldn't get the day off to test, and I wasn't going to take my car out with a new cam. It's going to be a different car than what I've tested with before, because when I was running it before, the car just wasn't running good. There was misfire. The cam was low. The lobe was just rounded off. It's going to be a different car than what I've tested with, and I don't want to go out there, and I never want to go out there and ruin somebody's night. I don't want to go out there and wreck someone's shit. I don't want to wreck my shit. And I told both of the boys here, I said, I'm not going to go out unless I can have a test session with the car to see what that car is going to do. I couldn't get the day off with it being a holiday weekend. So I decided that, you know what, I'm not going to run it this year. We're going to start fresh next year. Tears were shed over there by Hammann. He put a lot of hard work into that car, and I know he was upset by it. And I get it. I definitely get he was upset by it. He put
I
a lot of
your decision, though, man.
A lot of work into
I respect it. I respect
he wanted to see me out there, and I get it. And a lot of people want to see me out there in that car, and I appreciate the support system that I've had. But I had to make a conscious decision to not go out and wreck my stuff or somebody else's stuff when we just put all that work into that car. Also, I do have some thinking I'm going to be doing this off season, since Alicia wanted to bring some stuff up. So that's a whole new episode. But I'll be talking to the guys about it before I make any decision, because obviously they help with my decision making on stuff that I struggle with, that goes through in my head. So, yeah. So that's what's going on there too. Thanks, Alicia.
If we're your support group for your decisions, I think you need to make better decisions.
What he said.
No, we're carrying on more than I want to, but you know what? I don't care at this point. But no, we're a bunch of knuckleheads. Where we can be idiots at time, but when it comes to we put our heads. Trying to say this without being weird. When we all talk and we try to come up with a conscious plan together, we all can come up with.
Oh. Well,
See you later, Chad.
On that note, I think we're done here. So,
Yeah,
Jimmy,
it's your gig, man.
oh,
Wait.
No
Really?
joke. I'm telling you, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm sitting here like I've got my and my phone just went black. I'm like, oh, bye. I guess we're done. Facebook said enough of you guys. You hit your hour mark. Bye-bye. But no, when we put our heads together and we talk about stuff, we usually can come up with some pretty good stuff. Paul and I have in the past with racing, we talked about a lot of stuff. Jimmy, you and I at the shop working on the street stock, we've come up with stuff together. Like we're a bunch of crazy guys together, but we're gonna work together and we're gonna make things right. So, and you guys all been a huge part of what I do, between the zoo stock and the street stock now. So I kind of include you guys in what my thought process is. So
For sure.
absolutely.
We're here for you, brother.
well, guys, we're a couple minutes over, but you know what? This is a fun show, and I seem to survive as tired as I am. But Jimmy, again, thank you for coming on.
Great job this season, bud.
Yes, awesome
Huge
job.
honor, man. Huge honor. It means a lot to me to be on the show today, man.
I sent you a message on Friday morning and just told you to be proud of yourself, because what you accomplished this year is
You're still trying to do it, aren't you?
I'm looking at it.
Still trying to do it, aren't you? He's like, I got another minute left. I can still make him proud.
But no, seriously though, great job. Be proud, man.
Yep.
Be proud.
Thank you, man. It means a lot. Huge coming from you, man.
Well, boys, that is the show for tonight. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me,
who
guys.
joined. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for everyone watching. Paul, you can hold on a second. Remember, www.checkersrecordsandmore.com. Check it out. I'm starting to mess around with it. We're adding in dirt tracks on there because I know people do like dirt. Check out our YouTube, subscribe, follow, and just share our page, share our videos, share our status, get us out there. We're just trying to make some fun here. So, Paul,
Cool.
Go ahead.
All right, I just want to start the buzz right now about episode. It's not going to be until April because of certain contract obligations and things like that. But we have
My birthday.
Well, you should tune into this episode. There's famous number something from NASCAR coming on the show. Rhymes with a Schmale Schmooner. So be sure to tune in. It's gonna be a good time. We've been working hard. Chad, you know about this. We talked about it last weekend.
I missed it.
Chad's a little tired, but
I'm
Junior. We'll just Schmale Junior.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, yes. I forgot.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge for the show.
Yes.
Yeah, so be
There's
sure.
also, hold on, in October there's 2 special guests coming on as well. So put the buzz out there.
Yeah, Halloween.
Famous. They were famous in the movie. Great
Yep.
movie, Talladega Nights. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, guys.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
no,
scissor kick you in the back of the head.
So I'm shocked we haven't lost viewers because we are just rambling on.
We are. I think we're all well part.
Again, thank you, everybody.
Yep.
It's been fun. It's been real. We will see everyone at the races. I know where we'll be Saturday night, so
Yep.
come
I know
see
where
us.
you'll be. Let's go.
Hey-o. All right.
All right,
With that,
guys.
guys. Thank you again.
See you
Have a
guys.
good night.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.